Hello children, good morning. Today we are going to study the part 6 of diversity in living organisms. This is the continuation of the chapter. First let us see regarding nematoda. Nematoda, they have cylindrical body. Okay, they are cylindrical worms, they have cylindrical body. Round worms also they can be called. Otherwise it can be known as nemathelminthes also. The body is bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical means right and left equal portion. When you cut in the center, you can divide. Triploblastic, 3 layered. Ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, 3 layers are there. They do not have true body cavity. Actually, true body cavity means it has to be between 2 mesodermal layers. So, they do not have true body cavity. They have tissues, but they don't have real well developed organs. These all are parasitic worms mostly. Ascaris and Wucheria given as examples here. Ascaris lives inside human intestine the same way how the tapeworm enter inside your body. So here Ascaris also enter in the same way. So that's why, so after touching anything or playing, so whenever you eat food, so whatever it is, before eating food we have to wash our hands properly. Otherwise the eggs of the worms and other infections can occur. Wucheria, so that is it causes a disease called elephantiasis. You must be knowing elephant feet. Some people know. So they must be having swollen feet, that you call that as elephant feet. It is caused by the Wucheria, that you call that as pinworms. Next is Annelida. So Annelida, these all are segmented worms. So body is bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic. So they have a true body cavity. Coelom, body cavity called that as coelom, it's present. The body is segmented. You can see all over the body segmentations are there. Different organisms they have been given. So earthworm, nereis, leech. You must be knowing earthworm after rainy season. So the earthworm they will come out, okay, because as the soil is filled by water, they will come out from the burrows. So the segmented worms, they have true segmentation. There is differentiation of organs. They found in normally you can see in moist places this earthworm and all, but you see leech, they are parasites, and other animals they found in water, but some they live in land also. They found in water also, land also, and moist places like that they live. Okay. So the nereis, it has been given here. So nereis, it is marine animal. Nereis is marine animal, lives in water. And leech, it is a parasitic organism. It sucks blood from your body. Blood sucking parasite, that is leech. Earthworm is known as friends of farmer. So because it makes the soil soft. So because of that, the porous soil, it is good for plantation. That's why you call them as friends of farmers. Next, arthropoda. So arthropoda, they are jointed legged animals. They have joint legs. You can see prawn, spider, butterfly, housefly, crab, cockroach, scorpion, centipede. Okay, so all are coming, and even millipede also. So whenever you observe this animal, they have so many joints in their leg. So that's why you call them as jointed legged animals. So here also bilaterally symmetrical body. So body is segmented, and they have open circulatory system. Circulatory system open means what? We have closed circulatory system because the blood it flows inside arteries and veins. So in these animals they don't have the specialized that vessels and all. So that's why the body cavity is filled by blood. Okay, so blood filled coelom you can see in this animal, but actually the blood is not white in color. The blood is not red in color, so it will be white in color. So prawn, crab, cockroach, spiders, scorpions, butterflies, houseflies, centipede, millipedes, all are coming under this category. Next is mollusca. They are shelled animals. They are soft bodied animals, and the body mostly they have shell, but even octopus is also there. Octopus does not have a shell. So what you call the shelled animals, mostly they come under this category. Coelom cavity is much reduced. Here also they show bilaterally symmetrical, and there is segmentation is there, but little segmentation. Here also they have open circulatory system. Here kidney like specialized organs are there for excretion, and they have feet for moving forward. So you must have seen the snails and all, no, moving on the floor. While they are moving, they leave some white and a shiny layer. So because no, they secrete mucus as the feet, no, it is so soft, well, it has to be slippery where they are moving. That's why, no, they leave some mucus stretches and all. Okay, but in octopus there is no special feet like structure, but the feet is modified into tentacles, and in the tentacle there are suckers are there. You know, octopus are much dangerous animals, and they can kill even animals no bigger than them also. Echinodermata. Echinodermata are spiny skinned animals. What we call the starfish is coming under this category. They are free living marine animals. Body is triploblastic, and they have coelomic cavity. So they have water filled body cavity here, and the tube feet, the small feet like structures are there. It is helpful in movement, and the cavity, it will extend in the form of small feet like structure, that we call that as tube feet. It helps in movement. Here also they have hard skeleton. It is made up of calcium carbonate. So the system you call that as water vascular system. So here in sponges you call that as canal system. So here you call that as water vascular system. Starfish, sea urchin, feather star, sea cucumber coming under this category. They show high power of regeneration. Even starfish, when they break their arm, they can once again they can form their arm. So that you call that as the regeneration capacity. That you can see in the arthropoda, spider also you can see, they can produce their last legs. You must have seen lizards, they produce their last tail and all, but lizards and all coming under vertebrata. Okay, so Echinodermata, starfish is also showing high power of regeneration. That is the ability to produce the last body part, you call that as regeneration. Okay. Okay, children, so today we have covered up to this. You remember, because all are new terms, familiarize your terms, whatever you studied. Echinodermata, mollusca, arthropoda, annelida, nematoda. Okay, so nematoda, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, Echinodermata. So these are the different categories of animals we studied. In the next class we will continue, children. Till then you remember all the hard terms and all, because these all terms are new for you. By heart the terms and familiarize the terms and do writing practice also. Okay, children, thank you. We will meet in the next class.